Ever read the book Real Magic, Creating Miracles in Everyday Life by Dyer? It's an interesting book. It has an interesting part in there which he calls the spiritual does, and those are 12 characteristics of spiritual people. He contrasts that to what he calls non-spiritual people. There's a lot of stuff in there, but I would like to focus on one of the characteristics. He contrasts one of the things is spiritual people embrace and understand the importance of evil in the world, whereas non-spiritual people resist it and they don't like it. And this is so true. And it certainly makes me think of atheists. Now he does say in there the spiritual versus non-spiritual is not supposed to mean atheism per se. But to me it really is. I look at atheists and how they just don't get evil. A lot of them think because evil's in the world, therefore God does not and cannot exist. I don't think it's that simple. And a lot of atheists miss out on a deep layer of life because they do not understand evil. They do not understand suffering. In fact, we could call them spiritual wimps because they don't want to take any suffering at all. They want a world without suffering. Now, what would a world like that be? It would not be a world that I'd want to live in. Now, suffering can seem really dark and terrible at times, but it's how we get stronger spiritually. I'm certainly not the first person to say this, but I have experienced this myself. I have become a better person because of suffering. Now you'll see videos such as ones by Dark Matter something something is the YouTube name, where he puts in cartoon form trying to show because it's not 74 and sunny everywhere, therefore God does not exist. Well, that's pretty stupid when you think about it. Are atheists such big babies that they have to have everything handed them on a silver platter? Does God have to tie their shoes and wipe their behinds too? I would sure hope not. They want God to give them everything without having to work. What is up with that? Now, what's also very important that Dyer mentions in here is that non-spiritual people, as a corollary to this, will fight and resist evil, as he says. I think that's a big problem. A lot of atheists, by their very nature, are resisting religion. They're fighting religion. And there's a better way. That doesn't mean you have to accept everything about every religion. You can certainly be a critical thinker or even a skeptic in some ways. But it's just foolish to fight religion. Back in the day, a lot of people tried to tell me that, but I didn't get it. It took me a little while to get it. And to me, it makes so much more sense. It's being proactive versus being reactive. If you don't like religion, make something better. Live a better way. And atheists instead are fighting religion. And that's not the way to be. Suffering does have a purpose, and it is good.